My brother, legendary king of pop, Michael Jackson, passed away on Thursday.
Michael Jackson died June 25th, 2009 from a drug overdose.
The district attorney has charged Dr. Conrad Murray with involuntary manslaughter.
Guilty.
Dr. Conrad Murray was held solely responsible for Michael's death.
The court imposes the high term of 4 years imprisonment in this case.
Now, the lead detective in the case says Dr. Murray was just the last doctor of many left holding the bag.
There's a lot of folks who are to blame. All of these different medical professionals that allowed Michael to get the medicines he wanted, all of them are the reason why he's dead today.
I've taken a lot of blame that was not right, but regardless, I will always love Michael.
Who really killed Michael Jackson? It's my profession.
I need an ambulance as soon as possible, sir. We have a gentleman here that needs help, and he's not breathing. We're trying to pump him, but he's not. Okay.
We quickly learned from a couple of sources that he went into cardiac arrest.
He was rushed to UCLA Medical Center.
So we started getting word from our sources that Michael Jackson was dead at the house. So it was really weird that they still rushed him down to UCLA Medical Center. And it was just after 2 in the afternoon that we posted the story. Michael Jackson had died.
TMZ broke the story of his transfer to the hospital this afternoon.
the reports we are hearing from TMZ that the era of the King of Pop is over.
TMZ was the first to report this, that Michael Jackson had died.
My brother, the legendary king of pop, Michael Jackson, passed away on Thursday, June 25th.
Drug enforcement agents, Las Vegas and Los Angeles police officers raided the Las Vegas home of Dr. Conrad Murray. A law enforcement source tells CBS News the investigation is centered around the powerful anesthetic propofol.
The district attorney has charged Dr. Conrad Murray with involuntary manslaughter in the pop star's death. The coroner ruled Jackson's death a homicide.
We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Conrad Robert Murray, guilty of the crime of involuntary manslaughter.
Dr. Conrad Murray may have been the final straw, but it was a straw that broke the camel's back. This was decades in the making. The reality is a bunch of doctors got Michael addicted, kept him addicted, connived with him to keep him strung out. And the fact is, his death, it was almost inevitable.
It's a lot more complicated than just Dr. Murray was at his bedside when he died. Circumstances had been leading up to this death for years.
I'll be performing the songs my fans want to hear. This is it. I mean, this is really it. This is the final curtain call. Okay? And I'll see you in July.
All of them are the reason why he's dead today.
What's wrong, Michael? I don't know if I should tell you this, but I don't know who may be listening. There may be a group of people that want to get rid of me. They don't want me here anymore.
I don't understand. What do you mean? Talk to me.
I can't talk about it over the phone. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just feel in my soul, only God knows, they could shoot me. They could stab me. They could frame me and say I overdosed you on drugs. They can use a lot of things.
Who could do these things?
It's not the government. It's more than the government. But I don't know, Tita. I don't care. They can kill me. I don't even care my life anymore. I just want my children to be okay. My angels.
Michael.
The judge is really throwing the book at him.
The court imposes the high term of 4 years imprisonment in this case.
I stayed in the Los Angeles jail for 2 years. I lived in a 7 by 5 feet cell. It was a shattering experience. I was mostly decimated with grief and pain. I lost just about most of what I had set up for my retirement, for my children's future, for a home, my livelihood.
Michael's downward spiral all started when he filmed a Pepsi commercial in 1984. He was on stage as the director called for pyrotechnics to go off all around him. They did take after take after take. Finally, on take 6, they pushed a little too hard and Michael ended up in harm's way. The pyrotechnics went off and the flames were licking right at Michael's hair, caught on fire. It was a horrific scene.
Singer Michael Jackson is back home tonight after suffering burns to his head last night during the filming of a Pepsi TV commercial. Jackson was dismissed from the hospital.
And he became profoundly addicted to pain meds.
It is completely appropriate for Michael Jackson to receive opiates for a burn. He shouldn't suffer. He should get the necessary pain medication. But to go for months or even years afterwards on opioid pain medications is ridiculous. And there was an excessive enthusiasm in my profession for the prescribing of opiates.
So there's a vicious cycle going on here. The more Michael Jackson recorded hits, the more he toured, and the worse his addiction became. For example, he recorded Thriller. That became the biggest selling album of all time, and that created an insatiable appetite on the part of his fans to want to see him in concert.
He made a quick dash through the door.
This was the scene last night as people arrived plenty early for the long-awaited, sold-out Michael Jackson concert.
Michael! I love Michael Jackson. It's fantastic. I love him so much.
And there was also the Victory Tour, which was the farewell tour for the Jackson 5. And Michael didn't even want to do that tour.
When I do those solo albums and I'm doing all kinds of different music, it's wonderful. I feel like I'm accomplishing what I'm supposed to do.
And you don't feel guilty or worried about your brothers?
No.
But there was so much family pressure. His mom eventually convinced him to do it, and that just made a bad addiction worse.
It happened about an hour ago in Kansas City, the start of what's being billed as the biggest traveling musical show in American history. Some people say that it's more like what happened 20 years ago when the Beatles first played Kansas City. But most of Michael Jackson's fans are too young to remember that. For them, this is the biggest moment in their lives.
Michael!
Michael, you're
Hi,
the
Michael.
best. Hey, Michael, can you still moonwalk? Can you still moonwalk, Michael?
Why wouldn't I be able to?
Oh, Michael, you're the best. You're the best, Michael.
Thank you, thank you.
We love you, Michael. You're the best.
How are you, Michael? You're the best, Michael.
How are you feeling? Sorry, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Watch your foot.
God bless you, Michael. Have a great on the tour.
Oh my God.
He couldn't sleep, especially when he was on tour or getting ready for tour. So he went to doctors for help. And it turns out Conrad Murray was late to the game.
He said, Conrad, you know, when I'm on this course, when I'm on the tour, I have difficulty sleeping. And what most doctors have done for me, they help me to sleep for 15 to 18 hours.
Michael was using propofol to sleep. He had mentioned that that was the only way he could go to sleep, especially when he was getting ready for a tour.
At the time Michael died, he was rehearsing for the This Is It tour, and there were alarm bells going off everywhere. Michael was strung out, too weak to perform, and the sad fact is, very few people around him were even listening.
The record company usually like for you to support your album and go on tour, and I don't like to. It's a difficult thing to tour. You go from one continent to another, you're sleepy, the time zones are different, you can't sleep after the show, the adrenaline is up here.
Well, can we just do it again without the negative saying that you don't like the tour? Just 'cause
I don't like it though.
I know, but
I go through
but what
hell.
Is it setting up though? I don't understand.
I go through hell touring. Okay, then
touring is
I'll make it positive then.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, you know the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And action, Michael.
I love to tour. You guys must set up.
Watch yourself.
Hey, Michael, how's it going, man? You gonna be concert? How the concert?
Michael wasn't well, but he needed the This Is It tour for a couple of reasons. He was deep in a financial hole and in danger of losing Neverland Ranch, his home. Also, after the molestation trial, he felt the need to gain the approval of his fans. He was sick, addicted, and desperate.
I think all my success is fame, and I've wanted it. I wanted it because I wanted to be loved. That's all. That's the real truth. I wanted people to truly love me, because I never really felt love. I wanted to become such a wonderful performer that I would get love back.
So Michael's family sued AEG, the production company behind the This Is It tour, claiming that it was responsible for Michael's death by hiring Conrad Murray and by pushing Michael too hard in the wake of all of his problems, including his addictions.
These will be my final show performances in London.
I just wanted to say,
speak up, sweetheart, speak up. Get close.
Ever since I was born, Daddy has been the best father you could ever imagine. And I just wanted to say I love him so much.
We want to thank you all for loving my brother and supporting our family. Thank you and good night.
Michael Jackson is not the only celebrity to die at the hands of doctors who were more than accommodating when it came to pumping them full of drugs.
The number one cause of unnatural deaths in the United States of America this year was prescription drug overdoses. Some of the people who are complicit in that scourge that is killing people like Michael Jackson and thousands of others are people like Dr. Conrad Murray, the so-called Dr. Feelgood doctors.
It's pathetic that a number of celebrities have passed away with doctors turning their heads and just writing prescriptions and giving their patients whatever they want, whenever they want. Being at the coroner's office for 17 years, I had a number of celebrities that did die, a number of them that died due to over-medication. Dr. Murray was a facilitator, and Dr. Klein and a number of the other doctors that were in a hurry to give Michael what he wanted. The family couldn't stop it. They were concerned, AEG, according to the family, put a lot of pressure on Michael, and no matter what anybody says, there gets a point where you could take a whole group of people and say that was the basic cause.
Who really killed Michael Jackson? It's a lot more complicated than just Dr. Murray was at his bedside when he died. The circumstances had been leading up to this death for years, and all of these different medical professionals that allowed Michael to dictate his own terms, get the medicines he wanted, when he wanted them, how he wanted them, where he wanted them, all of them are the reason why he's dead today.
Got the verdict late this afternoon in the case of the doctor charged in the death of Michael Jackson. Ben Tracy is at the courthouse in Los Angeles.
We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Conrad Robert Murray, guilty of the crime of involuntary manslaughter.
Dr. Conrad Murray showed no emotion as the verdict was read this afternoon. Members of Michael Jackson's family have been in the courtroom every day. His sister LaToya gasped as the verdict was read.
Michael was watching over us. He was watching over us. Yes, very happy.
Outside the courthouse, a crowd of hundreds listening to the verdict cheered as it was announced. Inside, Dr. Murray was handcuffed and led off to the county jail. David Walgren prosecuted the case.
Our sympathies go out to the Jackson family at this time for the loss that they have suffered. Not a pop icon, but a son and a brother.
300 pieces of evidence, the jury agreed with the prosecution's argument that Conrad Murray's actions in giving Michael Jackson the powerful anesthetic propofol in his bedroom were so reckless.
Because I knew something terrible would happen at the end, not to mention the fact that Michael constantly told me, LaToya, if I die, they're going to murder me, they're going to kill me. He would tell me that, Barbara. When I found out he had actually passed, I said, no, it wasn't an accident. He was murdered.
Your brother was murdered.
I always believed that from day one, when I found out that he was no longer with us. I said, I'm not going to accept anything else, Barbara. They could have told me a heart attack. They could have told me he had fallen off a ladder, and I would have said, no, it's not a heart attack. He was murdered. Did he fall off a ladder? No, he was murdered.
Who murdered your brother?
I don't know exactly who. I think there are more players involved than we know. This is just my opinion. This is what I feel. I know what Michael was afraid of. I know that when you're in a position...
What was he afraid of?
He was afraid of his life. He would say, I'm afraid of my life. I'm afraid they're going to assassinate me. I'm afraid they're going to kill me. He would always say that, Barbara.
Sir, we have a gentleman here that needs help, and he's not breathing yet. He's not breathing, and we're trying to pump him, but he's not.
Okay. Okay, how old is he?
He's 50 years old, sir.
50, okay. He's unconscious, he's not breathing?
Yes, he's not breathing, sir.
Okay, and he's not conscious either?
No, he's not conscious, sir.
Okay. All right, do you have him, is he on the floor? Where's he at right now?
He's on the bed, sir. He's on the bed.
Okay, let's get him on the floor.
Okay.
Okay, let's get him down to the floor. I'm going to help you with CPR right now, okay?
We need him. We need a
Yes, we're already on our way there. We're on our way. I'm going to do as much as I can to help you over the phone. We're already on our way. Did anybody see him?
Yes, we have a personal doctor here with him, sir.
Oh, you have a doctor there?
Yes, but he's not responding to anything.
The LAPD is continuing to investigate Conrad Murray, as well as other doctors known to have prescribed narcotics to Jackson.
Do you blame Dr. Murray?
Barbara, I blame any and everybody who was instrumental in Michael's life, providing him with drugs, because it was wrong.
Your brother was a wonderful and sweet person, but he was a drug addict.
Barbara,
he had 8 brothers and sisters. Couldn't anybody help him? Couldn't anybody intervene? Couldn't anybody do anything?
We tried many, many times to intervene, and we were kept away. My father tried more than anybody else. He would go almost every week and try to intervene.
Jackson's death was a tragedy. Dead at 50 from years of abuse at the hands of many doctors who got him addicted to drugs and then fueled that addiction. In the 5 decades of his life, he made enormous contributions to music and pop culture, contributions highlighted during his memorial.
Michael, when you left us, a part of me went with you. and a part of you will live forever within all of us. I would treasure the good times, the fun we had, singing, dancing, laughing.
From the first beat of Billie Jean and the toss of that hat, I was mesmerized. But when he did his iconic moonwalk, it was magic.
He let me know that as an African American, you could travel the world. There was a world outside of America.
He allowed Kobe and I to have our jerseys in people's homes across the world because he was already there. And he opened all those doors for us.
To the outside world, Michael was a genius with unchallenged ability. To the people who were lucky enough to know him personally, he was caring and funny, honest, pure, non-jaded, and he was a lover of life.
Few are chosen from amongst us to use their gifts and talents in an effort to bring the world together in true sister and brotherhood. Michael was such a one.
If he was burned, he built a burn unit. If a hospital needed